Okay, you know the drill. I need to get set up. I can feel all the big questions, all the energies out there. I get stage fright, whatever. And I had Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. The waiting is the hardest part, screaming through my head for the past half hour. So let me get this set up, or else I'll forget, and we will just be a mess. And I can't wait to share so much good stuff. Okay, stop talking. Stop talking. Get this set. Turn it on. Someday, maybe when I'm an empty nester, I'll be able to get my tech skills in shape. Okay, there's that. Boy, and we're headed into eclipse weather. Okay, that's that. That's just gonna have to do. Okay. And yay! I think I'm here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi you guys. So glad you're here. I am so excited to be here. I almost made an emergency video in the middle of the night last night to address everything that was shaken on down. It's amazing. So my intention is to present this information to you simply and clearly and so relevant to what's going on this week. Okay, so we have, hi Connie, hi TBarb, hi Stacie and Karla and Sharon and Lucian, Wendy, Beth, Connie. This community is really, really wonderful. I am going to write down 4 names real quick. Who's our first, because there's a lot going on, and there are definitely messages in the air. And so hopefully I don't erase this. Okay. So welcome everyone. I'm glad that you're here. I want to give a big shout out to Linda G, who gave me a shout out unexpectedly today during the Tuesday afternoon prayer group, which I absolutely love. I had shared on the Twitter machine a hit that I've got in the middle of the day about Attorney General Merrick Garland and why he and the Department of Justice are taking on Donald's case. So we will start there in a moment, okay? And I'm going to pan out and show you the bigger picture of what's going on. So I want to make sure you know that. Because I know there's probably a lot of new people to my channel. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I want to let you know I do the tarot and I do astrology, and I do all of it a little differently. You do not need to know astrology at all. It's just a tool I use with the symbolism to tell a story. And so just follow along with the story. And I use horoscopes and I integrate them with tarot cards. So I call these a tarotscope. And my lives usually are when we're at the new moon, the quarter moon, the full moon. I lay out astrology cards and tarot cards for the week that gives us an idea of where we're headed and what to expect. And I will tell you, the last couple, 2-3 weeks, these tarotscopes have totally changed. Like something's in the air. Joe Biden's administration, when I do these tarotscopes, they're very professional. Everyone minds their own business and kind of does their job when we look at these 12 areas of the chart. But all of a sudden, like 2 weeks ago, you had all of these players. If you want to think of this as a big dining table, the horoscope, and there's 12 people at the table. and they each own a certain part of that table. And they're all trying to have a conversation. Under Biden, it's always been very professional. Everyone kind of minds their own business. We got work to do. But all of a sudden, it was like everyone woke up and they're all sharing information. Donald, when he was president, his tarotscopes, it was like, I'm passing this off to my partner. I'm passing this off to a spy. I'm going to pass that off to Russia. Someone's going to get that back over here at home so we can funnel it this way. Yada, yada, yada. It is totally, completely different. The other thing I think is relevant for you to know is that I am not a traditional tarot reader. I stumbled onto the tarot very much by accident. My training, I'm a school psychologist. Well, I always say that in my former life because I've been on permanent maternity leave. But in 2016, I went to go vote and I was denied a ballot. I was furious. I was dressed in white. I wore my grandma's jewelry, my mom's jewelry, my aunt's jewelry, because they had all passed on. I wanted them to be with me for this historic moment. And I went to check in. There are all these problems. So long story short, my sleuthing started back on November 8th, 2016. For 2 years, I was doing hardcore research, and it's like I could see what was happening, but I couldn't get the research to match. And then all of a sudden, someone I was following, Christian someone, was like, oh my gosh, I think he's an actor type in Hollywood. He's like, you got to see this lady, these tarot cards. It's amazing what she does. And that was Autumn from Black and Orange. She's the first person I watched. Yay, Autumn. We love Autumn. She's amazing. She sings beautifully. She's so patient. She's such a soothing, wonderful presence. And then so I'm like watching her, and I'm like, and this was in the day before she didn't do her daily political reading. I had to wait like every couple days, like what's going on. And then I found Jenn Lynn Tarot, and I found Linda G. And I was home with all three of them. And then I bought my first tarot card deck at Christmas 2018. I've only been reading tarot since 2018, but my background astrology, psychology, my hands are psychic. I think that this is just taken off for me. So I'm not a traditional tarot reader, and I use it more like a research tool. Okay, so you'll see that I talk to my cards a little differently. And then I launched a channel 2 years ago, May in 2019, because I could see everything that was barreling towards us, like the nightmare of 2020, yes. 2021, this is our transition year. 2022 is our Pluto return, the third stage, and we're done with this, not totally done, but this whole transformational phase for the United States. 2020, 2021, 2022. We're in the middle of it. The worst of it is behind us. I was afraid for 2022 because of Pluto return. That's when the planet Pluto returns to its place that it was in the natal chart for the United States of America. And Pluto represents life and death, death of democracy, transformation of democracy. That's what we're in right now. That is on February 22nd, 2022. I like all those twos. I think what is really coming to the end is the actual plutocracy and the oligarchs here in the United States. I am much more confident and feeling much more optimistic than maybe I was a year ago for our Pluto return. But this is why, in my humble opinion, democracies don't last 250, 300 years, because they come up to the Pluto return where everything is destroyed or transformed. And I know 2020 sucked, but here's the thing. If we didn't have that 2020 awful, horrible year, I don't think we would survive our Pluto return. It's like awful 2020 got most of the crap out of the way. 2021 is kind of supposed to be our breather year to like catch our breath and catch up with the new plan. In 2022, February 22nd, 2022 is it. So it's like we got to clear a bunch of garbage before we got there, okay? And I know the news is very, very, very confusing. This is the other reason why I started these tarotscopes, so I could make sense of what was going on, because it was totally insane. And now this tool has become a wonderful friend in a predictive way and sorting out insanity or anxiety, like the one with MAHALO last week. That was a really good one. If you're feeling really anxious about the news that has been coming out this past week, especially with Manchin, that one will help sort things out. Okay? So let me check in and say hello really quick. Hi, you guys. I am going to hit the like button. Oh my goodness. I am not caught up with you. I am paused. What's going on? Okay, so, TBarb, it was divine intervention. Yes, the divine feminine. Okay, for those of you that don't know, the divine feminine arrived on November 18th or 19th of 2019, and she's here to stay. This is why the feminine has so much power. In fact, when I trace it back with Vice President Kamala Harris, written in the stars, her energy started coming forth with that date in November. It was the great Venus-Jupiter conjunction of the galactic center. And that was my first live, because I wanted to share this divine feminine energy with all of you. And holy cow, this group has just gone to magnificent places. Okay, so... Yes, Marie Sutton, thank you. Yes, I think this is the death of the plutocracy, because that's kind of like how the United States, Texas, they came into the Union through a business transaction, kind of. That is how Hawaii was acquired. Businessmen took over the government. And I'm just going to say I've made my peace with that. Yes, my family is from Hawaii. They're on all the islands. A lot of them I don't know because there's just too many of them. But if the United States didn't take Hawaii, Japan and Britain, they were in line next. And I'm going to ignore the doorbell. Someone else is going to have to get that. Nobody's here at this time of the hour. So... that is where and so look at what's going on now. Look at how important the businesses are to the model of the former guy. The entire interaction in Helsinki, Finland, if you have the chance to read the transcript of Putin's opening remarks, you will see how business plays a role in their cooperation. And I truly believe it's the plutocracy which is being challenged worldwide. And I think we are in good shape for that. Okay? Hi, Joan. Yes, hi. For entertainment purposes only, yes. Thank you. Okay. So, the other thing that's been going on is that everything, the thing I say over and over, it's all related. Everything is related, and are you ready to be wowed? I'm going to work my magic here and show you how everything is all related. And we are going to start first with Mr. Attorney General Garland. I know a lot of his actions have been confusing lately. I did a reading not too long ago. I think it was a live, and I think it's just called What? From when they decided not to release that entire DOJ memo with that Bill behind bars used to make his decision. And we sorted up through all that too. Okay. So today, what our lovely, lovely friend Linda G referenced to was a tweet that I made this afternoon, and I am going to show it to you. Let me get it. I took a picture of it. So, this was it. I said, I just got a hit. The DOJ representing Donald regarding in the EJCarrolllCase because there's several cases against Donald, conservatively speaking, against him, which all have to do with national security. The Justice Department will not, number one, drag out appeals. There will be no henchmen in the dark threatening judges, killing their children at the doorstep. They will not threaten witnesses. They won't disappear people like Peter Smith, a Mifsud. And the lawyers won't be crappy lawyers like Stormy Daniels' lawyers, who actually were in cahoots with Donald's lawyers. We're going to get none of that with that. And also, the defendants, all the defendants will be kept safe, and nobody's going to be forced to drop their case from intimidation. So that was just the hit that I got. Since then, and I did that like 6-7 hours ago, I've been able to look into that in more detail. And this is what you're really, really going to like. Also, the lawyers, the DOJ is not going to sign an NDA with Donald Trump. Donald cannot manipulate judges that he assigned out there. It's best because he truly is a problem for national security, and we know he's unindicted individual number one at a very minimum. It in my eyes, it's very appropriate that they did this, because this will explain that, okay? So here is a tarotscope. Let's see. So here's a tarotscope that I recreated. I have to make sure all these cards are in the right place. And listen to this. Wait till you see the story. I got to make sure everything's in the right place. This is the Ascendant. I need my 5 of Swords. So where does it? This is here. 3 Cups, Knight. Talk amongst yourselves. No, I can't do this backwards. Okay, the other thing is I have a head injury. I get really confused with dimension and space and time, and this is like making me really kind of dizzy right now. I can tell the story without it, though. I do want my 5 of Swords, though. Well, we're just going to put these down here, and when I need them, we'll just see them pop up. How about that? Oh my gosh. And so his story actually, because I just want to address this first. This actually comes at the end of a longer thing that I was looking at. But I just wanted to make sure I addressed this first for those of you who were part of that today. So where's my 5 of Swords? 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, my Mafia card. I might see if I can steal that from over here. This is my grubby deck. This has been the Trump-Russia impeachment deck. It's gotten so you can see I've written all over. This has been, such a faithful little deck. It's been loved and worn. It's been the best journalistic tarot deck, if there is such a thing out there. So we'll just use this one. So this was a tarotscope that I set up, and the question was, why is Attorney General Garland managing all these things? Because he is managing a lot of stuff. And the stuff I'm only talking about right now doesn't have to do with January 6th or anything like that. This is related to the news of the last 24 to 48 hours. The news that broke out of Australia. I'm afraid to say things really specifically at times because I have a horrible buffering problem. And sometimes if you guys type triggery names, it might buffer. So just putting that out there. So this is based on the last 48 hours. What happened in Australia? If you've heard the news, basically it's like the hugest transnational bust of multiple countries working together. There were over 9,000 officers globally to make this bust. And there were hundreds of people arrested in Australia, mostly they're talking like the Netherlands, Sweden. But it was a huge kick in the teeth to the transnational mafia that basically is Putin kind of is the target of, represents. But it's actually Putin, China, North Korea, Israel with Netanyahu, MBS, the Saudis. I call it a rogue virtual foreign state that is steamrolling elections and ruining democracies all over the world. And they do it by means of, social media platforms and apps that they don't know have been created by the FBI that sends all of their texts in real time as a blind copy to the FBI, where the FBI has over 20 million or 27 messages, texts that they have combed through. This just started, last September. They said they've done about 20 years worth of investigating in just months. But what happened was all these transnational criminals involved with money laundering, trafficking, arms, drugs, violent murders, crimes. It touched over 300 cartels. I know there's a different word for that. But what these guys did is they were using an app that supposedly was unencrypted. Supposedly it got, I could just hear my mind. It got great reviews. Many people are saying that, this app, nobody can pick it up. I swear to God, if Donald did not promote this app with someone whispering in his ear to, what is it called? It's called, I think this is it. This was the app. I did that because it's a 0. It's not a letter O. And I'm going to cross it out because the YouTube can read. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So, this started in 2018. This research of using encrypted apps. This particular one is the one that was the big bust that came out of Australia. And this app was created by the FBI. The F-freaking-B-I created this. And this app was not sold in in an app store. You had to get it through invitation and with a user code number. Well, just a little bit that I was able to read of this case, they had a confidential human source since 2018. That person sold the devices with the apps. I think if he didn't, it was something very, very similar to that. So there were 20,000 devices with this app. And every time they talked about stuff, showed pictures about the drugs or the shipments in cargo ships hiding, 8 tons of cocaine in pineapple, banana, canned foods on ships. And they were sharing it through this app, and they were geolocated. And so these guys, this app is in these devices that's unencrypted, but they have, it accesses all of their contacts and their address books. It accesses, I'm sure, all the other apps in there if they've got a Facebook or a Twitter machine in there too. Not smart. This has already triggered a landslide of a ton of cases today that have been filed because of the fallout of the connections. So, back to Attorney General Merrick Garland. This is what this tarotscope is about. I wanted to know why he is managing everything, because he is up to his ears. I feel so bad for this man who had to wait so long. He just got his people in, and they're not drowning. You would think they're drowning, but they are treading very nicely and joyfully getting their work done. My goodness, thank you, you guys. So, what do we have here? So, this tarotscope, this is actually from the Gemini Pisces third quarter moon. I only work in lunations because that's how we track things in real time. So on that day, the sun was down here beneath the horizon. This is the east. The sun rises in the east. It hits its highest point at the top of the chart, the midheaven, and then we hit the afternoon, take a nap, it's evening, the sun sets, and then we can't see the sun and the other planets because now they're on the other side of the world. So the analogy is what's beneath the horizon, we cannot see any of that. We can just like maybe take a guess. But if there's planets in the skies above, oh, we see that. And yeah, we're getting pieces of information of what's going on. So this started, actually the moon was here in this area, which I call a blind spot. And it has to do with like your secrets and your hidden enemies and your conspiring. This is like Donald's favorite. His favorite place is here to do his, private whatever. And then over here when he wants to play with the rusher, when he's doing quid pro quos, he's over here. And when he's like, everybody hail me, I'm awesome, he's like over here. And then this is where he controls like all of the GOP. So the moon was here in the area of secrets, hidden enemies. The sun, which represents the leader of a nation, this is President Biden. He's here in the second house of income gains, our values, our substance of who we are. So this is what sets the tone for this week. So fast forward, this is when the Australia stuff broke out. Right now, the moon is here, down here. Okay, even though this is spinning, this is where it is with this chart. Okay, so on the ascendant, this is the ascendant. This is what breathes life into a chart. On the day you were born, when you took your first breath, that is when they recorded your time of birth. And that's why an astrologer needs your time of birth when they're casting your birth chart, so that we know what gave you life when you took your first breath. So this tarotscope, what gives this tarotscope life for Attorney General Merrick Garland and why he is in charge of everything right now? Well, first we have the High Priestess. For me, this is everything Russia, beginning to end. Elections, propaganda, compromat, ops, psyops, digital armies, conspiracy. This all happens under the guise of the High Priestess. It's like, I'm just sitting here. I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything until you lift the veil and you see all the things going on around the world. This is what's giving Attorney General Merrick Garland life with why he has all these cases. The Five of Swords, the mafia, the transnational mafia underneath the High Priestess. Okay? So, who is he? This has to do with who he is, what he's about, his vitality. He's got the Nine of Wands cards. He has his ducks in a row, and he is holding on in the name of defense. He is not going to move. He is holding down the fort until we get every single little detail done. Because if there's one slight screw up, it could, literally, it could blow everything over. And mind you, he's just been here, not even since January. When was he confirmed? In February, March? And it's like June. The astrology said at the time, Virgo. This area has to do with public servants, intel, our military. So he's holding down the fort with our intelligence, our military, the details of day-to-day work, because the Knight of Swords at this quarter moon was reversed. The Knight of Swords, sometimes this is like an injection of malware or like an app. This Knight of Swords, I think, are intelligence agencies laying low and until it's time to, ta-da, spring up. Okay? So this is where his focus is. I love this. We're going to go over here to the secrets. Where's my 3 pentacles? Okay, it's also Mercury retrograde. Having a hard time finding things. I know a lot of you know what the 3 of Pentacles look like, but I, feel like I can't leave my friend out because these secret discussions are huge. Again, these secret discussions are happening in everybody's blind spot. It's like nobody can see it because it is disguised. By all this news that's breaking, it's like we have constant whiplash about what's going on. 3 of Pentacles, here we go. Okay, so the secret. So he is talking about the Trump, Russia, and the mafias. This is the secret. Nobody can see this. Secret discussion, making fine-tuning their plans. The secret said this was about beginnings and endings. Go to the 8th house, beginnings and endings. And we have the star here. Where's my star? I have a Fool. The star, we'll use the star. This really surprised me last week. Stick a pin in that. I'll tell you what that's about. So this is a secret discussions. We're bringing something to an end. This thing we've been working on so hard. The hidden enemy. The Ace of Pentacles, and because I always draw a card with when I get these aces, I need another card because it could really be anything. The 8 of Cups. So this is like eyes on the prize. Ground zero, target 1, individual 1, the most important people at the center of what's going on, at the heart of this transnational bust. The 8 of Cups for me, I interpret this more of as a setup, because what happens with Don Julio and the rest of them is, they set something up. They set up a protest. They set up a trigger. Oh, Antifa did it. No, they did not. They set things up like last week. Hello, how long are we going to set up Joe Manchin to say, I'm not going to get rid of the filibuster and I am not going to, vote for this bill, to create total crushing, heartbreaking defeat for Americans. They love doing this stuff to us. So the secret are all the discussions they're having. The hidden enemy is if anyone gets wind of the power of what they're up to, it could fall apart. This 8 of Cups was so prominent the other day when I was talking about the statute of limitations with the TrumpTower Meeting, June 9th. Stick another pin in that one because I saved those cards because that, oh my God, mind-blowing. I almost fainted today. So here we have the secrets. The hidden enemy, if they find out, in relationship to the networks, if those networks get revealed. So this area of friends and networks, what do we, oh, there's my 3 of Pentacles. What do we have over here? The 10 of Cups, reversed. This started out as my GOP card, but as it got bigger and bigger, this went to like the Koch, the donors, the CNP, the big time donors, how they're their own family. Yeah, it's all of them plus all of their people they have everywhere doing stuff up to ruin democracy. So, 10 of Cups reversed. They're looking at these networks and turn them over. This is why he's in charge of all the cases. What's crowning him at this quarter moon and what he's doing? The Three of Cups. He's building up the conspiracies. There are so many conspiracies. We're talking probably on every continent. Have you seen that picture of that ANOM app that was used? It was used all throughout North America, all throughout South America, all through China, Russia, Australia, about a third of Africa, the Middle East, and Eurasia minus like 2 countries. It was everywhere. So what's crowning him? He's managing all of these global conspiracies, is why he has to have his hands on all of this. Because when we get over here, this has to do with the Department of Justice, has to do with philosophy, lands far away like the Russia. Why is he in charge of all of these things? Well, he had, oh, whoops, this was wrong. He had the Knight of Pentacles upright. Actually, I had the Three of Cups here for conspiracy. But regardless, we'll go with the Knight of Pentacles. So these are mercenaries. These are middlemen, good and bad. These are, I think, the runners. The Pentacles for me are also data. So we have all of this evidence with 27 million texts, or 20 million, I don't mean to exaggerate, texts that they've fully analyzed. We've got text, we've got data, we've got pictures. We have evidence of transactions. This Knight of Pentacles is running around for a ruler of another nation state. And this is also Attorney General Merrick Garland, who has his finger on the pulse of all of these cases. The shared resources that we... Wait a minute. Why am I going backwards? Let's get over here to the Fool. I'm sorry, that was messed up. The Fool was over here. It doesn't matter. It's Mercury retrograde. These are all at the top here. They tell the same story. He has the target of the Fool. This is people who are indicted, sealed indictments. The Fool, the number one Fool always comes up for me is Don Holio. You guys, the EJCarrolllCase has aspects of it with the tarotscope that are related to what's happening with this app. This app intercepted a lot of information from other users, other conspiracies. And do not forget, there were over 100 murders that were prevented. They saved over 100 lives because of the information they had from this app, that they were able to intervene and protect people. This is what his henchmen do. If you cause me a problem, I'm going to show up. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt you and your family. They have record of that. Can you even imagine with how much retribution, how angry he is? He always wants to get even. Can you even imagine what he has put out there? I mean, look what they were going to do with Marie Yovanovitch, and they had to get her out of Ukraine. She was going to go through some things. Donald's opponent, anyone who's in his way, he is sending people out to hurt them. They have that on this FBI app. They do. I just did a reading. It's something about Mike Flynn. It was Mike Flynn 1 and 2. And all of a sudden, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I kind of paused. I was like, you guys, they have everything. I was like, I don't know if people are wearing wires or there's intercepts, but I'm like, they got everything that Mike Flynn has said. And I think it's through all of these apps, because there were apps that they used before this AO, whatever it is. And Jared was the biggest user of them. I think there's still some more of these apps out there that people think are encrypted but aren't. And I'm telling you, the GOP is pooping their pants right now. I need another drink of water. Whoops. How you guys doing? Yes. Okay. I am way far behind on this video, but why is this not cut up? Okay. Oh no, it's okay. So this, I'm sorry, this is so messed up. 8 of Wands. His shared resources. Attorney General Merrick Garland. Shared resources. Usually this is like taxes. But here, the shared resources, I think these are shared resources with other cases around the world. Why is he in charge of all these cases? It's the 8 of Wands reversed. The 8 of Wands is to be careful. Reversed, this is dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, making sure we have everything in a row. It's like he's overseeing what's going down and when it's going down. His 7th house of partners, the Strength card. His partnerships globally are incredibly strong. And number 2, this is my Russia Strength card. There's evidence of Russia's strength. They have it all. And this is with Biden heading into his trip going to Europe and to Putin. Wait till we get to that. Now here, oh my gosh. Okay. This area that I was saying about public servants, the military, intelligence, day-to-day ops, our daily routine, our healthcare, came up for him the Wheel of Fortune. For me, this is just merely timing, but it was reversed. This isn't about bad timing. This goes back to that reading I just did with Natalia Veselnitskaya at Trump Tower, and her role was the part of fortune. She was the one who was going in between for the timing on the way things were managed, whether in the 2016 election, whether it was, digital ops, releasing of emails, hacking things, polling, and her connection was Ivanka. So, Merrick Garland are public servants who are related in that capacity. This is why he's in charge of everything, including the EJCarrolllCase, because that EJCarrolllCase is not a straightforward case right now, you guys. Since she came forward and changed her mind to press charges, now, since 2018, especially since September, they have all this evidence of what people want to do to her and what Donald has probably said to people to do to her. Remember, the FBI got every single message in real time. This 5th house of the sun, this has to do with your leader. And we have the Lovers here. Why is Merrick Garland in charge of all of this? Because we have a much bigger agreement. And the Lovers card, this is Australia. This is our FBI providing that encrypted app so that Europol, I think this is Europol, EUROPOL, the Europe Police, to use. This is why he's in charge of everything. This is how big this is. Here, this is what we defend. This is home base. You can't really see this down here. This is your people, who you protect. This is how you defend home. And here, we have the Hangman. Because the Hangman are all those mofos who got caught with the app related to the administration and Donald. This app goes straight to Donald from what I was seeing today. The Hangman. I have all these guys written down. It's crazy. And then The reason why he's in charge of all of these cases, because in this area of communications, digital comms, social media platforms, agreements, things that are written, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Trump dynasty. And all those helping the Trump dynasty and the Six Wands mob, Trump, Putin, Unji, Netanyahu, all these autocrat dictators. We've got everything in communications. This is why he has to oversee all of this. Because, of course, you can't just have one simple case to be managed. No, Donald has to ruin everything. He has to blow everything up and make everything a big mess, worse than it was the day before and the week before. It has to be just bad. So it's keeping that stuff organized as well. Here in his areas of values, this is why he's in charge of all of these cases, because this has to do with his values. We've got the Eight of Swords, and that's jail. Jail for you. And you get to go to jail, and you get to go to jail, and you get to go to jail over that country, this state, and that state. This is crossing so many jurisdictions within our country and internationally. We are in the middle of a really big, huge thing, you guys. And, oh yeah, so this is why he's on defense. So, do you want to know who lined up with what's giving him life, being in charge of all these cases? The only other person, entity, to have the High Priestess in this exact same position was the GQP, the GOP, the Republican Party. They're on the ascendant. This is how much they match what's going on globally. Who had the Five of Swords for the transnational mafiosos? This was Elaine Chao. This was like the only thing that showed up. Because the case that was unsealed yesterday, it cited, where is it? 4 different U.S. codes that were violated. U.S. Code 18, which is crime against the United States. Hello, this is true. This is where treason fits in. U.S. Code 21, which has to do with drugs, food, but I'm going to say drugs. U.S. Code 31, which has to do with the money laundering, and it violated U.S. Code 49 for transportation. Hi, Elaine. Ciao. See ya. Okay. I didn't get to go through as many people as I would like to, but I will show you who else matched up with the... Okay. Are you ready? This is what I almost fainted. This one here, the 10 of Pentacles. The Trump dynasty. What's given Merrick Garland this week to keep everything under wraps and he's in charge is because they violated U.S. Code 18. A crime against the United States. Hello, treason. And this is also what... Okay, you want to know where this all started? I think this is how they got Joel Greenberg and Matt Gaetz. I think that this app started last September. When did Joel Greenberg flip? Last December. They had to. Could you imagine how fast they had to move it? They're like, holy crap! What is Joel Greenberg doing? The tax collector with Matt Gaetz? I feel like they were scrambling to get something in order, okay, they are so smart. I'm just realizing this. Last September, I think, is when we found out about the Solar Winds hack. But then when we found out about the Solar Winds hacking, it's like, we knew they were, I know in my readings, I knew they were there since at least February before. And then we find out after the fact, yes, Solar Winds, the hacking, that's all has been here for at least a year. So this is my hypothesis, that they developed this app to get that off the ground, but had everyone else talking about Solar Winds. I mean, talk about turning the tables on Donald's strategy to distract, deflect, project. September is when what is it, the ACOM app is when it got started. This lined up with Merrick Garland, with the Trump crime syndicate and U.S. Code 18. And holy crap, you want to know what else lined up here? The start of Operation Trojan Shield. Yes, I did a tarotscope on that. They started Operation Trojan Shield because of what they got on U.S. Code 18, treason from these mofo family. That's what happened. I need to drink water. Hi, thank you, guys. Oh, Laura, that is a late notice. Okay. Who else lined up? Okay. One thing lined up with this, I don't know what it means, but I keep seeing it. The OTF green light. I know that is something related to Operation Trojan Shield, but people also got caught through OTF green light, whatever app that is. This is why Merrick Garland is in charge of everything. Okay, you folks from Texas, you're going to like this. You're going to like this. Remember, I said these are public servants. This was a Natalia Veselnitskaya card with Ivanka, timing things. The only other person who had this card here, like Attorney General Merrick Garland, was Governor Greg Abbott. And he is showing up in a lot of he's showing up in all the wrong places. If I were him, I would not want to be there. Yes, Abbott showed up there, and he showed up there with the orange pen, the orange circle, and that is U.S. Code. The circle is U.S. Code 21 drugs. Abbott. How about that? Holy crap, you guys. Area, this is your partnerships. Remember, he had the strength card here. Strong partners, because U.S. Code 49. Transportation. Hi, Elaine Chow got caught by our friends in Australia. And maybe shipments to Greg Abbott. I don't know, in Texas, don't they have ports? So we have the strength card here. U.S. Code 49. And that is related to the Phantom Secure Company. That is the company that the case was unsealed yesterday. Long story short, 2018, Phantom Secure was using an unencrypted app. They got in trouble. The FBI busted them, this is what created this now. So that thing went away, and in its place, in a vacuum, these criminals need an app. They need an app. They need unencrypted stuff in devices. And I think that our confidential human source person was like, hey, I got something for you. I've got this device, and nobody knows about this AOC, whatever this is, this app. You can't even get it on the App Store. You need to be invited. I can just hear, I have to throw cards. I can just hear Donald saying, many people are saying, this is the best app out there, totally encrypted. Nobody knows it's out there. They'll never find it. Okay, I need some cards because I need to know, did Donald promote, what is it? ANOM, A-N-O-M. Here, I gotta write this down. A-N-0. I want to know, did Donald Trump promote, did he promote this? Because no, it's the best in the world out there. It's the best technology you can buy. Look at all these cards fall out. There's never been anything like it ever before. Ever. Maybe that's why he was peeing his pants Saturday night at the rally. I'm sorry. See, this is how I'm not a tarot reader. I laugh too much with these things. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I'm crying. Tarot look at my cards, look how messed up they are. Chariot, it caused a big mess. I think I'm getting, woo! That didn't work, that wasn't so charitable. Okay, my cards are already messed up. I think that might be it. Okay, Tarot, show me the A. I can't even talk. Show me the ANOM. The ANOM. It's covered in. Okay. ANOM. Now, show me Don Julio. Show me Donald. Covered in. You guys, I'm dying. Okay, so how does what is this called again? ANOM promotions. How does it relate to Donald? You gotta try this out. Nobody has it. How does Donald relate to ANOM promoting it? Okay, what's at the base of this? What's crowning this? Oh my God. Oh, you guys, this, remember, when I have to get back to this reading, the Hanged, okay, I can't go there. So, the Hanged Man, which way does it? He got caught with the Page of Pentacles, Jared. Maybe there was a confidential human source, but this is someone offering the data, the app, and someone's gonna get caught. Oh my God. So this is the ANOM. Oh. So the lovers are the FBI and the Australia, but reversed. We are not in love with you guys. This is not something you want because I'm covered in delayed death. Things are going to come down really, really bad, but it'll be a slow death. We'll catch every single second. We're going to catch every single text. It's going to be a slow and miserable experience. And Don Julio is over here with full of remorse. So the Five of Wands is fighting. And he's, I'm sorry kids, I stopped laughing. He's full of remorse for saying this was so awesome because he's oh my God, I was really crying. He's got he should have said, you guys, I am dead. I cannot, oh my gosh, I can't even see. So he feels very badly that he promoted this. Oh my God. So this what is this again? The ANOM. I can't remember this. Oh gosh, where is it? So the ANOM being promoted bridges to Donald by the Justice Department. I wonder if Donald had oh my gosh, he's so wishing he just stayed on Twitter because this is really, really bad because this is not like a fake Facebook board. Not 2 years for you. No, you're going to the slammer. He's in so much trouble. And how does Donald relate to the ANOM promoting it? Oh, okay. So the Knight of Wands is usually like my FBI card, but when they're undercover, they're reversed. So he relates back to the FBI. It's just like, are you guys, he had no clue. No clue. I know. I can't handle this. Okay, thank you. I thought I was the only one laughing by myself. You guys, I can't. So what's at the foundation of this ANOM related to tell you guys before I forget? Something is Taurus 20, the Black Moon Lilith. The pain, the hurt, the pain is conjunct Donald's midheaven right now. Okay, what's at the base of this? We have, oh, holy shit. You guys, this goes back to Trump Tower. Because remember, at the bottom of the tower was Donald with the Knight of Cups at the TrumpTower meeting? He made all these offers, and he couldn't hide them because, they know. Oh, my God. What's crowning this whole fiasco? Holy crap. Mother Russia is barren and empty. She has nothing. Thanks to Don Holio. I just said in my last live that Putin was pissed off at him for good reason. Just, holy crap. Do you think Putin maybe had an ANOM machine? I mean, all those sinners. So you guys, this is why Merrick Garland is in charge of all of the cases related to Donald. They're going nowhere but with him. And the Justice Department is not going to be bought off like the Facebook board because Donald, oh my gosh, I just can't even. Thank you. Oh, Nancy Lee wants to know what Biden's going to say to Putin. I threw that tarotscope. Putin's going to crap his pants, you guys. Remember how smug and show-offy he was last year? This thing is like all settling in. Reality, I mean, 20,000 devices. Who needs 20,000 devices if you have 900 arrests? These are all your little minions running all over the place. This is like these guys wished they lived in Africa because 2/3 of Africa was not using this device. Holy crap. So, so Donald kind of ruined that one. Okay, let's go over here. Shared resources, Attorney General Merrick Garland. Yes, things are coming in quickly. He's got to pay attention to all those details and kind of slow things down a little bit because we're dealing with the star. What is the star? Well, it's this Operation Trojan Shield, ANOM, all that stuff. Shared resources. 8 of Wands reversed. You want to know who had this, you guys, in the same position? That name, which should never be said, but I will say it's Semyon Mogilevich, Putin's boss, the boss of all bosses, had this right here. If Merrick Garland is hanging on to all of the cases because he has a shared resource related to Semyon Mogilevich, I think we got him. How many times have we tried to get who? Oh my gosh! But how does this relate to Matt Gaetz? Didn't Matt Gaetz just say something this spring about how his dad? No, it's that other guy that died. You know who I'm talking about? I think Matt Gaetz' dad was friends with the former FBI agent who in the 90s maybe went or something to go hunt down Semyon, but he either never returned or he's dead. There was his. Again, we're back to Matt freaking Gaetz. Holy crap. Yes, Carmen Tristan. I have a huge Twitter thread on what was going on with the Helsinki. So, now it makes sense. So, the only person who had this was Semyon, and the case that was filed on May 18th, 2021, they must have had some sort of interception with the Don Julio to the Semyon, and that was filed under seal, and it was unsealed yesterday when everything blew up in Australia. Those were the only two things, him and that case that was filed. Over here, the Fool in the House of Law Enforcement. Sealed indictments, perhaps. You know who had this? U.S. Code 49, transportation of goods. This is trafficking. Oh, goodness. Crowning Merrick Garland. Why he's in charge of all these cases. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This showed up, actually, this was supposed to go together. Three of Cups is a conspiracy for good. This was Biden inviting Zelensky to the White House. The Knight of Pentacles was also the Phantom Secure Company from 2018. And, drumroll, ready for this? Biden's visit with Putin. This is what's on the table. I think he's going to show him the freaking evidence. And this is what you did. This is what we know what you did. We have the communications on what you did, what all you people did with Trump, and what you did in Australia, and what you did to this other country's democracy, and this other. They have all the. Holy crap. Okay. What's Biden telling Putin? Let's do let's do Biden-Putin. Okay. No, I feel like he's already told. I think show me Putin. He feels very different to me right now. The King of Pentacles, Donald, when he reversed, was a losing candidate, Donald. Putin never shows up as the King of Pentacles. Putin, I think, is a little bit angry with Donald. Show me this deal, this bust. Four of Wands, the White House, reversed. Oh, this feels like miles away. Putin is covered in. Oh my gosh. The Queen of Wands. Queens for me are nations. The Queen of Wands for Donald has always been the rusher. It is always represented like Putin running the show. Queens are nations. Wands are leadership. So he has Donald reversed, but with Russia covering Donald and their big plans that they had together to rule the world. This up, we've got a new White House. We've covered in all the evidence, everything that has been invested the past 2 years, 3 years, all the data, the 20 million messages. We're letting it all. The White House is going to let him know they're letting it all out. And this relates to... You guys! The star is the shared... This is what Biden... Hello. This is what's happening with the ANOM. The star is going pow, pow, pow. And Putin, he feels so small. I can't even grab these cards. Holy crap, you guys. Putin bridges back to that device, the app, the everything, because of what Russia did, beginning to ending. And that is what is giving Attorney General Merrick Garland life this week. Biden is going to deliver after he stops in Europe. Hey, Europol. Hi, United Nations. How you doing? What's in this star? We've got, this is the way we do things here. This is our international order of law. There are a lot of details. There are details that are being sorted out not only on a U.S. level. We're talking about a global level with, oh, you guessed it, like NATO, the United Nations, everything this guy hates. They're all in. They're all in. So is us. These are all of our, everyone's back. We've got the band back together. This is everybody. Because they got caught. We have all the evidence. Because these, I can't believe he promoted it. And Four of Pentacles, doing anything to hang on illegally. It's like he's sliding down the surface wall. He can't hang on anymore. You're done. You're out of here. Oh my gosh, he's going to tell him he knows what Donald offered. And this is what can you believe I'm drawing these cards again? This is what I'm going to do about it. Russia is going to be barren. This is out of control. The riot, the Queen of Pentacles, the United States, all of us nations, the queens, we have the data. We have the money. We have all your little pages who had this app. Think Nestor, that guy, Matt Gaetz calls his son, and May, all of them like that. Think of like a Papadopoulos. All that propaganda that they generated in Ukraine. Think Rudy Giuliani, all the tapes. They are letting it all out, and they are going to be merciless. Just watch. I am telling you, Joe Biden made a promise that we were going to have a great July 4th celebration. It's because they've been rather kind of crappy. Especially when you have 7 senators and a congresswoman going to Russia on the 4th of July. I am telling you, I think he has had something planned for a while to make July 4th extra special. And because Putin tried to exploit that, he will never forget it. Right? I don't think I'm done with this tarotscope, but let me check in with you guys. Oh, yeah. Impish, Miss Cleo's phone. No, I'm not taking any calls. Okay. Jay Bird, did Christopher Wray order the app creation? I don't think so. I know he knew about it. Okay, I'm getting a hand. Like, you've seen enough here. You know how I get the hand? Nancy's scrawny, bony fingers. Stop. You're done here. Stop looking. You know enough. And the fact that I'm able to relay this much right here is really telling. Okay? Okay. So what was I on? What was I doing? The Fool? Yeah. Everything has changed. Everything is... That's why... Okay, hello. Can I get a high five for Mercury retrograde? And for Mars and Cancer. The 2 dreaded things people did not want this month. Mars and Cancer. Classical astrology, not a good combination. But the Queen's astrology, if you like hockey in sports, and you want someone to have your back, and you want to defend your home, and you want someone to protect you, you want a Mars in Cancer, because a Mars in Cancer defends home all the time. They make the best goalies and the best defensemen. You know, and then your two-way forwards and who play both sides of the court. You want a Mars in Cancer. It might give you a stomach ache, but it'll give you a belly full of desire. Mercury retrograde. That's, you know, everyone's brains, everything has to take a break. During 3 weeks, everything kind of shuts down. And the stuff you didn't address blows up in your face. You got to go back and do it. Unless you've been minding every step along the way. And you've had a plan. And you've been diligent every single moment of every single day, this is when you have your most productive times during a Mercury retrograde. And what do you know? The United States of America, her natal chart, she has Mercury retrograde. Speaker Pelosi has Mercury retrograde. So does Hillary Clinton. And I think Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, also has Mercury retrograde. Okay, Mitch McConnell. So Mercury retrograde, you go back and you refine things and you make them better planner. Mitch McConnell with his Venus retrograde, he's always looking back at how do I get more money? How do I get more leverage? Planning for the future on the gains that he wants. He is just, that's all he does. How do I get more votes? How do I get more gains? That's how he's hardwired. So retrogrades aren't exactly bad. Last year was difficult with all those retrograde planets, but here's the thing. Venus retrograded over Donald's sun last year. Right now, Mercury is retrograde at 21 degrees Gemini, and that's conjunct Donald's sun. His ruling planet is Mercury, and he is a mess. So is Bill behind bars when they have to deal with Mercury retrograde. I am certain Bill behind bars has flubbed up some major stuff along this week, because he was doing pretty well last week. This week, not so much. Okay, where did I leave off? So, U.S. Code 49, Biden to Putin. Okay, secrets. We had over here the beginning and the ending, the secrets. Merrick Garland's discussions. Getting a professional read on things. See, this is what I'm not sure about. ANOM was in the same place. What are we going to do about this? And also the tarotscope I threw on Jared was using all this similar tech. Here's your hidden enemy. The Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. The only other one who had this was the country of China. If China figures this out. I don't know. I don't know what that part has to do with. So this is why Merrick Garland is in charge of everything. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the short term, things might be kind of held up a little bit, even though it's a cut and dry case. Our nation has some really pressing things. We are going to address her case as well. But right now we're in the middle of a multinational crime investigation, lock them up, people going to jail thing. So she hasn't been forgotten. Her case hasn't been forgotten. But right now it's best that he kind of oversees it, because I am sure there have been threats. Well, here, should we ask the tarot? Have Donald's people threatened E. Jean Carroll? Has she received threats? Has she received threats that the FBI is aware of? Has she received threats that the FBI is aware of? From the Russia, a barren Russia, they have all the texts. At the instruction of Putin. They've got that too. Has she been threatened? The Magician, manipulating a situation. Yep, they've got that too. Has she been threatened? I'd say so. They're keeping that under wraps. She's safe. What's at the basis of this? The plans that were put out there, yeah. Okay, this is a special peek. I don't even think I was, yeah, because there's the courts. Queen of Swords. Okay, shh. Don't say anything. I don't think we were supposed to see this. I get really, really, really nosy, but that's the psychology brain of mine. Okay? How are you guys doing? Oh, thank you, Tyra. Oh, who's Russia's new puppet? Well, funny you should ask. Yeah, see. Holy crap. Okay, I'm not going to show you cards. I'm just going to read this off. Okay, so with all the stuff that happened, President Biden's going to Europe. How is that going to act out? Matt Gaetz, 6 of Pentacles, the money laundering. Holy crap. Holy crap. All of a sudden, I'm like doing this stuff, trying to figure this out. And because there was trafficking and stuff that was coming up, I'm like, holy crap, the Bahamas and the NRA. Remember Wayne LaPierre was traveling to the Bahamas like all the time? Like he wouldn't even be on the plane. All that weird stuff, that shows up too. So as Biden is going overseas, this was his tarotscope. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, money laundering. Hi, Matt Gaetz. First, what is this? The first house of who he is? Lovers. Hi, friend. How you doing? I want to talk to you about the Bahamas. I don't have anything here. Oh, but hey, this area of the law, the 9th house, lands far away. I've got this temperance card. Hey, friends in Europe, do you know anything about the new Trojan op? How it started? We're going to talk about how things got started with all these law enforcement gigs. And holy crap, here's this 8 of Cups again that had to do with the statute of limitations and Trump Tower. I still have to get to that. This showed up in Biden's area of secrets. And what matched it was the Trump Tower statute of limitations. Tomorrow is June 9th. I don't know if anything's going to get filed. If anything gets filed, I don't even know if we're going to know about it because if it's filed under seal. But there's a part of his trip that has to do with the limits that one can file. And I did a tarotscope on this ANOM. How does it relate to Donald while he was in the office as a president of the United States? That showed up here in the area of secrets. Almost as if the ANOM thing was generated because they caught wind of some information and they needed something that they could track. I mean, did someone play Donald? Hey, see, this is like where I wonder, did Jared really? Did he really? Because for a while in 2019, he looked like he was flipping and cooperating. Then all of a sudden, Mr. Epps died, and then it was like, no, nobody's cooperating, nobody's doing anything. But the way Jared has looked with this ANOM thing, I'm like, did he come up to... Okay, Jared. Were you the one that was like, hey, look at this device to Donald? Many people are saying it's awesome. Jared, what did you have to... Oh my God, here we go again. Jared, what did you have to do with this encrypted device in Donald? Did you have anything to do with that? It's a huge burden to carry. What's a huge burden to carry? This encrypted device with Donald. The Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, you know, is good news, but usually this is for like the people who like run errands, like the Nestor, the Papadopoulos, you know, the people who run and get stuff and exchange stuff and, you know, because they can't get caught. And usually this is like good news that gets from abroad. Like let's say there's polling and they want to change people's minds. They test words and messages. And then all of a sudden, ta-da, Page of Cups. Joe Manchin is, I'm not going to support the, you know, getting away with the filibuster. It's very much the Page of Cups for them. But reversed could be not good news, but it's also something that's been implanted. Like when I see like malware or sealed indictments, they're reversed. So what does Jared have to do with, oh my God, giving Donald that encrypted, holy crap. 6 of Pentacles, he's very charitable. Why don't you try it? What do you think about Where's that Six of Pentacles? I will look at that later. What happened in the past, Jared? Did you give him an encrypted device? Things are on the move. We've got a victory card going. Momentum is building. You know, oh my gosh. Momentum is building. Leading to what? The Mafia. This is the card that was giving Attorney General Merrick Garland life this week. The Mafia card. And I can't get out of my mind that I just read on the Twitter machine that AHT, Alternate Health Tarot, for over a year, since day one, she has never seen Jared doing jail. Now this, maybe, you know, that could make sense. What's covering Jared talking about this encrypted device with Donald? Jared was, holy cow, you guys, this is the Trump Tower meeting. He was given an offer. You better do it. Give it to him. This is an offer from the FBI. Remember, this came up with the, okay, I'm sorry, I can't go over there. There's no turning back. He had to do it. There's no do-over. This is what I was talking about in that video with the Trump Tower. What's the challenge for Jared sharing this device? His challenge is the courts. You better do it. How do we see Jared offering an encrypted device to Donald? There's a plan that was set out there. I'm going to put it out there, see what happens. Nobody's supposed to know that I know something bigger than this. The environment of Jared doing this, we have temperance, blending the law, blending two bad things. What was the hope for Jared giving him this device? Conspiracy fulfilled. This is what was crowning Merrick Garland for this week of giving him life. The conspiracy. Jared was hoping. Holy crap, his fear was, with this encrypted device, the sun will never shine again, or he'll never catch him. Oh my gosh. What's your next steps, Jared, with this encrypted device? Try it. Maybe you like it. There's not a device out there like this. Nobody has this. You know, Phantom Secure Company, they're gone. We could do it. This one, you have to have a special invitation to use it. Nobody has it. Oh, many people are saying this is great. Final outcome. Jared giving him this encrypted device. We have, holy crap. It was an assault. It was an attack. It was an op. Oh, I did not see this coming. AHT, are your ears burning? I haven't seen. Oh my gosh. You guys go say something to her at Twitter. I have to draw another card with my aces. Howling at the Moon. This is the Pacific Rim, China. This is why last week Secretary Blinken reaffirmed their commitment to Korea. Remember, the Republic of Korea is like the first place he went to with Defense Secretary Austin. They went to Korea. And last week, Blinken had to come out publicly and reaffirm their commitment. What do you think? Holy shit. Whoo! Oh my God. Jared, did you give him did you give him an encrypted device? It's death. It's an ending. Yes, I did. How do you like me now? This is a slow motion tower. Are you enjoying it? Oh, man. I think that's what happened, you guys. And I think that's how Matt Gaetz got sucked up. And DeSantis, I got to find that tarotscope. I'm telling you, DeSantis got, you want to hear all the, I've got to find the one with all the nasties that got caught up in this. I mean, the Bahamas. Okay. Okay, I need another drink. How are you guys doing? Good night, Debsy. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Oh, no. TMI? Yes, Debsy is awesome. Thank you, moderators. Okay. Okay, yes, we want to talk about this one. So I did a tarotscope. This one was just a standalone FBI encrypted app. What's giving you life this week, FBI, with your encrypted app? We have the Eight of Swords. Do I have an Eight of Swords? I don't even think I can find. We have the Eight of Swords. That's jail. And it also came up with U.S. Code 21, which has to do with drugs. Look at this one. What else is giving life to the FBI with this encrypted app? Who showed up with that? Betsy DeVos, Eric Prince, and the Europol press conference. That was like at 3 a.m. today. This area, what does this app do? Who are you? The Hanged Man. People get in trouble with it. Now, no, I didn't get to check everybody. I kind of pressed for time. But the Saudis had it right next door. And usually when I get cards that are like in the next house, it's like they're neighbors. It's like they're passing notes. They're right in the vicinity. So, yeah, Saudis got caught here, probably in this area of money. FBI, this app that you have, what are your intrinsic values about this? What is the self-worth about this? What do you find valuable? They had the Chariot reversed, creating a big, huge mess. And the other thing that had this here was Biden's invitation to Zelensky to the White House. So this is like, okay, we couldn't impeach the mofo, not once, and we couldn't do it twice. So what are we going to do? Because this Ukraine thing is a big, hot mess. This is related to why Zelensky's coming to the White House. Holy crap. FBI, your app, this area of communications, what does it do? Are you ready? The tarotscope that I had this here was Donald Trump regarding Operation Trojan Shield. Him. They wanted those comms. And who else had this? Only one other thing is how the Operation Trojan Shield got started. So they created this app to catch Donald. This is why they started the whole thing, which would make sense that Jared would be like, hey, I got this top secret thing. Like, Donald didn't even vet it. Okay. Some kind of advisor is that. Huh? This is why they created it. We ran out of options. This is why things have been taking so long. This is why we don't get any news. Because the moment any side lets out any information, it's instantly weaponized against us. And then it no longer works. And then Donald's like, oh, I got a feeling it's not going to work. Hoy. Holy crap. Okay, FBI, what does your encrypted app do in this here area of defense of home? Protecting citizens? The NRA was here. They got crap on the NRA. Can you even imagine the text messages that are going back and forth with the NRA, the Russia, the gun manufacturers, the gun troves, the gun shipments? Oh my gosh, I pray they have something about the mass shooters, how these things happen. Oh, there's something there. This area, public servants, FBI, what does your encrypted app do? In this area, public servants, the military, intel. We have ANOM, we made it, and how it relates to Donald's time while he was in office. So they got him while he was in office. So they did that, and it started last September. Since September, they have what, 27 million, 20 million, 27 million, who knows? It's a lot. Okay, and then over here, I didn't have anything until I got here, this 9th house, lands far away, and the 3 of Swords, treason. Who else had that? The same tech that Jared used. So Jared would be able to say, hey, this is like the thing that we used to use, except, you know, this is the new thing. Nobody has it. Oh my God. And then the secrets, hidden enemies. FBI, what does your encrypted app do? The secret is, it's why Biden invited, Zelensky to the White House. And did you guys hear about this one the other day? It was like a bunch of stuff happened at once. In Italy. I think this was last night. There was a major crime bust on a neo-Nazi group, and they prevented bombs going off. I think it's from this app. So now, if that's in Italy, because their neo-Nazi crap has gotten really, really, really bad and ugly lately, think P-boys, white supremacists, who are all, holy crap, I wonder if this was this the encrypted app that was used at the January 6th insurrection? What do you guys say? Okay, I'm just, I can't believe that stuff. How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay. So I want to know if this ANOM app, show me the ANOM app. Nope. ANOM app. January 6th insurrection. Okay. Oh, you guys. The insurrection. How does this way? Members of Congress. Shall I add Clarence and Ginny Thomas? Oh, these cards just went cold. Oh, I can't. It's like they're locked. What goes over this? What goes over them? Oh, man. Okay. We'll just start there. Insurrection, members of Congress. Ginny Clarence. What's at the foundation of this? What's crowning all of them? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So it goes like that, but you guys, holy crap. 6 of Swords. Messages being transmitted. Transmitted over there, abroad, here. The Queen of Swords. The rules of our nation. Our courts, sealed indictments. Holy crap. Oh, they're coming. Okay, so January 6th. Wait. Let's do this one first. This is the ANOM. There we go. That timing again. See, I think these are all reversed because they weren't encrypted, dummies. Okay. This is like the Russian. This is the people who like head the whole thing. The people at the top who decide what messages go out when. Covered in the Knight of freaking Pentacles, the mercenaries, these people that were duped to give up all the data. The lieutenants, like the Mike Flints. Holy crap. The Bannon. All of them. It's the app and it's those people at the top using it. So this is the answer. They were all turned into spies. They were like, we're coming. Oh, man. You know my Ace of Cups card, right side up. This is always the thing that the rusher wants so badly. That would make them so happy. But reversed, yeah, we got receipts. The Ace of Cups, what does that go with? With this insurrection, we've got their plan of all the devastation and damage that they were going to do. And the rusher helped. And it links directly to this app. The Five of Pentacles. They're secret discussions. This is them on the inside and the outside of the Capitol. We've got them all on tape. We've got all the texts. This is Congress hiding inside. They knew how it all went down. Who's this? This is, did I say Republicans or the legislature? This is Congress people. People in Congress? Oh boy. Eight of Pentacles. Usually that's like propaganda. This is a plan that they thought out. You guys, they freaking used it. We have the star. Oh, okay, I feel a little lightheaded right now. They're covered in it. Those who helped, they were using this thing. And the Queen of Pentacles, the nations, we have all the data. And the data that came from abroad. And Ginny and Clarence, Six of Wands, a celebration, success, Six Wands mobs, Trump, Putin, Unji, Netanyahu, MBS. I'm like surprised this is upright, covered in the end, a successful end. Hold up. The King of Swords, courts, Justice Roberts. Is he going to let them go? What's at the basis of this? The Trump campaign, the Trump crime syndicate overturned. What's crowning all of them? It got out of control because of this app. Okay, this will be the last one I'm going to do with what's going on with Ginny and Clarence Thomas. I mean, really, are they? I don't understand why they have this. Well, okay, what's going on with them? Are they getting away with this? Whoa. Oh, my cards are a mess. Are they getting away with this? Are they getting away with this? Show me, Ginny. Clarence. Beneath them at this insurrection thing, what's crowning them? Ginny's challenge. They feel way less anxious than they ever did before. What's his challenge? Final outcome with this for both of them. Final outcome with this for both of them. Final outcome. Okay, where is it? A new venture, new power. Some discussions, you say? Come on now, Ginny. She's being forced into something probably she doesn't want. She knows she has to do it. Her challenge is she manipulated stuff. Yes, she did. At the basis of this, try to overturn the election result. What's crowning her? Oh, a new start? An indictment? A new something? Oh no, this is Donald crowning her. Interesting. Clarence. Well, okay, so he's got a delay in this, or maybe he's getting an option to avoid this. His challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. All the data information they have, I had Rebecca Mercer pop into my mind. His challenge is, because he's all connected to all of this stuff. At the basis of this is, ooh, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, the Seven of Cups is really important. This has showed up, is very active right now and current, and this is like what they're doing globally. So there is something ongoing with him. With all this shaking out, what's crowning him, he has to make a decision. Two of Swords. Final result for both of them going this way, we have the Trump dynasty, the Supreme Court. Supreme Court of the United States. There's some slowdown here. Final result here. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. For both of them. The offer, the delay, Lot of anxiety. They are really worried about this thing. And their actions with the insurrection and poverty. Being associated with Donald. Whoo. Dark money. And other foreign nation. Oh boy. And here, the basis of this, I think this, is this Joe Biden? I think this is Joe Biden. Or is it Justice Roberts? Who is this? I think this is Joe Biden, because he has had the he has the strength. They are weak. Okay. Fighting. Is he burdened? They have to make amends. Biden is pissed. This is still evolving. I don't think this is done with at all. So that's that. I have got a whole lot more where this came from, but I think I've gone on for a while, and my stomach kind of hurts from laughing so hard earlier, because there's never been anything like this before. Many people are saying this device is great, right? So everybody, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, my wonderful Linda G, for the shout out. I have stage fright. I slumped in my chair when I saw that. But I love you. Thank you so much, Linda G. Thank you, moderators. You guys are tremendous. I love this community so much. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon. We've got a powerful new moon, Gemini, that needs a lot of attention. If the last couple of weeks or so of just this, especially this past week, has felt like upheaval and unbalanced, and you would like to clean some stuff up, come join us. We do a very powerful activity with our new moon intentions and contracts, and we do it as a group on behalf of our nation with our little mergoats. They're our little cosmic fairies, and you just need to bring paper and pencil. Straightforward. I explain what this is an eclipse, you guys. You want to work this one. You don't want this one to slap you upside the head later, okay? Okay, so you guys have a great evening. We'll talk to you soon. I think I've been gone for like 2 hours, haven't I? Yeah, I've been gone for like 2.5 hours. I'm a little tired right now. Thank you, TBarb. Yes, it was good to laugh. Thank you, Jade. Rudy said what? Michael? Hi, Michael. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Karla. I will do a separate video on the message that we need for Connie, TBarb, Stacie, and Karla. There's a message for all of you, okay? Okay. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Ocean. Thank you, AHT, so much. I got Jared clear as a bell tonight. Thank you. You've been very persistent with that. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Lucky Girl. I love. She's there. Hi, Marby. Thank you, Leela. Laura. Have a good night. Thank you, moderators. We'll see you soon. Probably tomorrow night. Okay? Good night. Thank you.